Hello and welcome to another episode of Success to Significance. If you've been following the channel, you know that I have dedicated 5 episodes to talking about questions that you have had for me during my career as a police officer. So I decided to answer those questions in a 5-part series. So the first question that I was asked was, what was the most gruesome thing that I had ever seen while my time was on, my time on in the police department. So I had to think about that because I've seen some really awful things. Particularly, that's why I did not decide to. That at one point in my career, I had thought I wanted to be in SVU, which is a Special Victims Unit, but I just realized that it wasn't for me. The type of stuff that those detectives have to deal with, it just wasn't for me. So I saw enough on regular patrol. But the story that I have for you guys today is this happened, I may have had maybe 4 years on the job at the time. And I was tasked with driving the supervisor. So what I did was I would have to stand by until he was ready to go out on patrol to check on all of the units that were out there. That's generally what the supervisor would do. So I was waiting in one of the offices until he called me, and he said, "Come on, let's go." And I was listening to the radio, just to see what was going on. I didn't hear anything on our frequency, so I was kind of puzzled, like, what was the big hurry? But, he was a supervisor, so I had to make that move. And then the strangest thing was he drove. He didn't let me drive, which I thought was strange, but he knew exactly where he wanted to go. It turns out that he was listening to another frequency, and he wanted to go investigate what was going on over there. I didn't know. Family, he pulled around like this warehouse area in the community, and lo and behold, the most gruesome thing you ever want to see. This guy apparently was robbing all of the railroad cars and trucks in the area. So they wanted to make a big example out of him. So what did they do? They laid him out on some pallets, face down, shot him in the back of the head, and then burned his body. So time we got there, all you saw was a burning corpse with blood coming out of his face, head, and he was just laying there in flames. Oh my gosh. That picture will be etched in my mind forever. I don't know who the guy was. I don't know who did it. I don't know anything that happened with that. The only thing I could say is I don't think they had many robberies in that area. Again, whoever it was made an example out of this person, and it was an awful sight to see. So that was the most gruesome thing that I ever saw, and it was terrible. But that's the answer to the question, and I hope you join me on the next series upload. Bye.